Bienvenidos and welcome to another episode of Spain on a Fork. Today we're coming in with a classic Spanish recipe that's not only packed with a ton of flavors, but it's the kind of food that's going to fill your body with so much goodness. We're talking Spanish chicken and rice. This is known as the authentic Arroz con Pollo. Now the beauty of this recipe, besides the fact that it's easy to make and made with simple ingredients, is that it comes together in about 40 minutes, yet the flavors feel like they've been simmering for hours and hours. Folks, serve this dish next to a garden salad and a bottle of Spanish wine, more specifically a gran reserva from Rioja, and have yourself a taste of Spain. Alright, let's just jump right into this. I'm going to heat a large fry pan with a medium heat and add in a quarter cup of extra virgin olive oil, which is 60 milliliters. As always, make sure you use the good stuff here, as this is what truly makes the difference. Leave where you get the Spanish one I'm using in the description box below. While the oil is heating, I'm going to add in 2 boneless chicken breasts over some paper towels and pat them completely dry. Size of the breasts that I'm using are 10 ounces, which is 300 grams each. And as you can see, I'm using skinless chicken breast. But you can also use chicken breasts with skins or even chicken thighs or a combination of the both. Then we'll cut each chicken breast into large bite-sized pieces that are 1 inch, which is 2.5 centimeters. And then season the pieces of chicken with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. Then we'll move back to the fry pan. Once the olive oil is nice and hot, we'll add in the pieces of chicken. And you want to make sure they're on a single layer. And we're going to go between 3 to 4 minutes per side here until the chicken is lightly browned. At this stage, you don't have to fully cook it through. Once the pieces of chicken are lightly brown, once again just 3 to 4 minutes per side, we'll remove them from the pan and set them aside. Now using the same pan with the same heat, I'm going to add 1 small onion that's been finely chopped, along with 1 red bell pepper that's been finely chopped as well, and 6 cloves of garlic that have been roughly chopped. We'll mix the ingredients around, that way they're all coated in the olive oil. And at this stage, I like to mix this around continuously, that way everything evenly sautés. After about 4 minutes and the veggies are lightly sautéed, I'm going to add in half a teaspoon of sweet smoked Spanish paprika, which is a little over 1 gram, and half a teaspoon of dried thyme, which is half a gram. And we'll give it a quick mix. And I tell you, by adding in the paprika and thyme right now and lightly sauteing those ingredients, it's going to make them nice and fragrant, giving this dish a beautiful lift of flavors. Then we'll add in half a cup of tomato sauce, which is 120 grams. I made mine by finely grating fresh tomatoes, but you can also use canned tomato sauce here, which is similar to passata. We'll also pinch in a quarter teaspoon of saffron threads, which is 0.17 grams. Leave where you get the Spanish golden saffron I'm using, which is essential in this recipe, in the description box below. And season everything with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll give it a mix until it's well mixed together, and then simmer it for a few minutes. After about 4 minutes and the tomato sauce has slightly thickened, we'll add in the pieces of chicken back into the pan, once again on a single layer. And we'll also add in 3 cups of water, which is 720 milliliters. You can also use chicken broth here, or even veggie broth if you like. However, traditionally water is used here, that way that liquid doesn't overpower the flavors of the dish. Then we'll season with a kiss of sea salt. Add in 2 bay leaves. And turn it up to a high heat and give it a gentle mix. While the water is heating, let's start prepping the rice. I'm going to measure out 1 cup of rice, which is 190 grams. I'm using Spanish short grain rice, which is similar to arborio. Of course, you can use any rice you like here. Just make sure to check the package instructions. That way you get your liquid to rice ratios and your cooking times right on the money. Once the water comes to a boil in the pan, we'll add in the rice. And we'll give it a mix. That way everything's evenly distributed. And then we'll place the lid on the pan and lower the fire to a low heat. And we're going to simmer this for about 18 minutes until the rice is just cooked through. Once again, make sure to check the package instructions in the rice you're using. That way you get your cooking times right on the money. After simmering the rice for 15 minutes, which in my case is 3 minutes shy of the rice being cooked through, we'll remove the lid and add in half a cup of frozen peas, which is 75 grams. And you want to make sure to evenly spread them around. And then we'll place the lid back on the pan and simmer this for another 3 minutes until the rice is cooked through and the peas are just tender. Once the rice is perfectly cooked, this is ready to go. I'm going to remove the lid and then the pan from the heat. Then we'll squeeze in 2 teaspoons of fresh lemon juice over the rice, which is 10 milliliters. And using a fork, we'll gently fluff it. This is to help separate the grains. You can serve this directly out of the pan or transfer into serving dishes. Either way, check it out. Our Spanish chicken and rice is done. Easy to make, beautiful presentation, and all done in about 40 minutes using just one pan. Let's give this a try and see how it turned out. Once again, folks, the authentic arroz con pollo, truly one of Spain's most prized recipes. So excited to try this. Here we go. Check that out. It is absolutely delicious. The rice is beautifully cooked, absorbed everything in the pan. The rest of the ingredients, that beautiful lift of goodness, with that chicken really shining through. Easy to make, the simplest ingredients. Give it a try at home. Once again, next to a garden salad and a bottle of Spanish wine, a gran reserva from La Rioja, you have yourself a taste of Spain. Really quick before I go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Tamara Peace and Michael L. Kent. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. Enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.